Well, good day to you. This is Reverend Wayne S. Pierce for the Wayne S. Pierce Show podcast. I'm going to... I'm not live right now, as you can tell. It's a podcast, so, you know. But... Lots of things going on this Friday, the 28th of March, 2014, and, well, you know how it is. Lots of things going on. I'm prepping for the Views Express live today at 4 p.m. Pacific, and I'm also prepping for, yes, we will have a show today. I keep telling people that. For the Diana and Wayne's Grab Bag Potpourri Talk Show at 8 p.m. Pacific, 11 p.m. Eastern, we will have a show. I keep saying that, and then all of a sudden, no show, right? So you guys are probably wondering, well, what is this, grab bag show all about? We are going to have a show today. I mean, that's I don't know. I keep saying that and we don't. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be fair and say if there is no Diana and Wayne's Grab Bag Potpourri Talk Show tonight at 8 p.m. Pacific, 11 p.m. Eastern, I will definitely let you know on Spreaker and at grabbagshow.weebly.com. So, and on Facebook at the Diana and Wayne's Grab Bag Potpourri Talk Show Facebook page. I know it's a long name. Just remember Grab Bag Show. But anyway, I will let everyone know if there is no show today. Okay? Just letting you all know. On the Wayne S. Pierce Show podcast today, after the obligatory break at the 5 after mark, I'm going to get into something that really has, well, let's put it this way. It's a thorn in my side, and I know that some of you radio hosts out there, it's a thorn in your side too. And some people tell me, well, just ignore it. Just, forget about it, ignore it, go on, move on. I can't do that because, well, it hits home in various areas, and out of my memory, I remember certain things when I started the Views Expressed on the Free America Radio Network a couple of years ago, how certain things would happen, and it would just, irk me. And when I migrated from blogtalkradio.com and had a show over there for a couple of years, I remember, people calling in and really, really being a pain in the ass. And that's why I don't take calls on the Views Express Live or on the Wayne S. Pierce Show, because people don't know how to be cordial or courteous. They don't know how to listen. They don't know how to talk. They just don't know how to do anything. I mean, in other words, I call into certain shows or, speak to somebody. I'm very articulate. I focus my attention on what it is I'm going to say. I say it. They give a reply or I give a reply to a caller and go from there, and that's it. And that's what it needs to be. Cordial, courteous, kind, not ranting or making crap up or, hearing stuff in the background or, it's just, that's why I don't take calls. I won't take calls. I'll have guests on the Views Express Live or the Wayne S. Pierce Show. I'll have guests on. That's one of the things that I wanted to talk about too. So I just got into it and I told you I do not take calls for either one of the shows because people don't know how to be courteous and cordial and they just don't know. They just don't know how to do things. So anyway, coming up to the break, let me go to the break, and I shall be back, and I'll tell you what's the thorn in my side. You can email me at freeamericaradio@usa.com, freeamericaradio@usa.com. The website for this show is thewaynesPierceShow.weebly.com, and you can go from there. Talk to you in a bit. Be right back. This is Reverend Wayne S. Pierce from the Views Expressed Live. Come join me Monday through Friday, 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern, on freeamericaradio.us. Hey, welcome back. I appreciate it. Pardon me while I take a little drink of my coffee. I'll be right back. Yeah, there we go. Yes, love coffee. Anyway, the thorn in my side. It's real simple. Trolls. And it connects with the people that call in or just a complete pain in the ass. And trolls. They are the worst of the worst of the worst of the worst, because they basically they attempt to disrupt any type of show, anything. And I just had to remove off of my Spreaker wall on one of my episodes about 15 comments from one single person, how they were saying, you got to watch this, whatever, and just going off on the likes of Alex Jones and Pete Santilli and others, and saying, they've sold out and all this, that, and the other. Those people who criticize me and others and say you're sellouts and you're entertainment and blah, 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 and they criticize Alex Jones or Glenn Beck or Pete Santilli or whatever, they're trolls. They're mindless, soulless, just complete and utter trolls. There is no use for them. They waste my wall, they waste my space, they waste my oxygen, they waste my time. And they're pains in the ass. So why am I talking about them? Not to give them any more, I don't want to extend their 15 minutes of fame, but they are the stupidest people on the face of the planet, period, end of sentence. So no more about trolls. They're a waste of time. Get rid of them. I know this gearing up for the Views Express Live today. It's Friday. It's the 28th of March, 2014. I can tell you this much. In Nevada, the Senate Majority Leader, Harry Reid, is from Nevada, and I believe he has some sort of mental disorder. And I'm being very serious. I'm not joking around. He has some sort of mental disorder. I don't know if it's dementia. I don't know if he's been in Congress too long and he just is believing the lies that he's telling, but he's lying through his teeth. Oh, he's not the only one. There's Republicans as well. But I don't get it. I don't see why people keep voting him into office. Nevada is, quote unquote, a conservative state, but we're an open carry state when it comes to handguns. Shell issue state, that kind of thing. But I don't know why people keep reelecting this moron. Yes, I said it. He is aside from the serious mental issues he may have, he is a complete and utter moron. He has no idea what the people want, never have, and has never known what the people wanted. And I'll tell you why, because I remember back in the early 90s when he was elected to Congress. And he was all, we're going to do this and we're going to, change it. We're going to make, and he sounded more like a conservative than he did a liberal Democrat. So everybody loved him at that time. But they keep reelecting him and have been for the last 20, years or so. And I just don't get why people like that, and let's get off of the specifics of Harry Reid, but I don't know why politicians like that say what they say before they get into office, and then once they're in office, they do whatever they want. Is there... Is there something that has driven them to be as greedy and arrogant and narcissistic? Now that they have power, I've got the power. Is it one of those things? Because I swear to goodness, man, politicians are just below attorneys on the scale of the, on that scale of livable creatures on the face of the planet. And 95% of all politicians in Washington, D.C. are attorneys. So kind of makes you think about the cancerous, just the cancerous disorder that is there in Washington, D.C. Doesn't it? I mean, I'm nonpartisan. I don't really care. I found out about the two-party system a long time ago. They're both paid off by one specific group or several specific groups that are around that want their own, thing, and they want to control Washington, D.C., and they want to control the politicians. And so they send their lobbyists and their special interest groups in, and they start pushing for all sorts of laws and pushing for this and pushing for that and getting everything in there and whatever it may be. And that's the worst of the worst. Okay? It's just the worst of the worst. And I can relate it to, or as a metaphor. As a metaphor. Remember, go look that word up, dictionary.com. Metaphor. And, you don't know how to spell it? You must be a liberal. Metaphor. Go look it up. Dictionary.com. Metaphor. You got a bunch of people. You got these two people playing marbles. Remember when you were a kid, you'd play marbles? And then you have 4 or 5 people, 6, 7, 8 people standing around watching this game of marbles, and they're cheering. Now, who are they cheering for? No one really knows. Let's just say they're cheering. So you have one of the buddies talk to the other guy's buddy, and they're off in the corner going, I can do this. Here's what we'll do. And you'll see these two people playing marbles, and then one of the buddies will distract his friend and say, hey, let's take a break. Let's go over here. Yeah, let's take a break. Let's go over here. The crowd disperses, and, it's a little pep talk. Hey, I got to go. I'm going to go over here just a little bit. I'll be right back. And then they go change the marbles, and they go move little pieces all over the place, and they put them in strategic places and say, well, if, did the whatever, And then the other side of that game, they come over and move those same pieces around to try to take advantage and this, and they know all of this algebraically, and they say, well, if you hit it here, it'll go over here, and if you make this happen, this will happen, and all this kind of thing. Well, let's bring it into the politics. Let's bring it into Washington, D.C. You've got special interest groups and lobbyists the same way. They'll talk to the politicians and say, well, if you do this, I can get this done for you. Really? Yes. And then they go to the other side, or they go to this other group over here that they pretty much control, and they say, I told him I'd do this, and you guys would do this, but if you do this and vote against him, I'll do this for you. That's how it works. You shake hands with the politicians while you'll walk out of the room, thinking, making him think or her think that everything's okay, but you'll go to his opposition, her opposition, and say, look, I made it happen. Now you got to, give me what I want. And that's how it works, folks. It's a backroom shake hands deal with, somebody who really has money to buy the politicians. Your votes don't count. The money that you contribute to these politicians in their campaigns is what buys their office. Has nothing to do with the votes. Has nothing to do with votes. Because your votes don't count. Okay? So basically my whole point is, you're being screwed. You're being lied to. You're being screwed. You're being treated like you're a moron. I woke up to this almost 30 some odd years ago, about 32, 33 years ago. I know about this. I know what goes on behind the scenes because it's reflected in what they do out in front of people. Go look at it. Nowadays, in the last 5, 6 years, 10 years, 12 years, if you really think about it and really look at it, it's right out in front of your face. But you've been so indoctrinated that you're not going to believe anything. You're not going to believe that what they just did was what they just did, and you're going to sit there and go, oh, no, that can't be right. No. Oh, they'll change that later on. I'm sure they will. They'll vote against that. I'm sure they will. No, it's not like that, folks. You're being lied to right to your face, and they're making you believe that they're not lying to you. I mean, that's just the way it is. That's just the way it is. I don't know what else to tell you. I mean, that's as simple as I can make it. 1 + 1 still equals 2 in my book. You can say whatever you want. You can do whatever you want. You can manipulate your thoughts to try to justify their angles on the lies that they tell you, to try to make you believe that they're not lying to you, when you in your own mind can't justify their lies, but you try your hardest to move those little marbles around to try to make everything make sense. Get rid of all that and just remember 1 + 1 is 2. Think of it that way. If a politician opens his or her mouth, they're lying through their teeth, period. 1 + 1 equals 2. They've lied. I've seen C-SPAN. I've watched many, many years ago. Even now, C-SPAN, you'll watch them. You'll hear them on the floor of Congress. You'll hear them in the meetings. You'll hear them in the hearings, not the meetings, but you'll hear them in the hearings. And Congress asks these people questions. And they're going to lie or omit a very crucial piece of information that Congress needs. And then, of course, 6 months down the line, Congress is going to go, wait a minute, we just found this out, but you were supposed to tell us that. And 6 months ago, we asked you this. And now it's now being revealed that you hid this from us. You see what I mean? It's just, it's that bad, folks. It's that bad. They're lying to you to your face out in the public. They're telling you that everything is going to be fine. Everything's going to be fine. Everything's going to be, it's nothing to worry about, nothing to see here. You can go away now. It's just, how can you sit there and move those marbles around to try to justify their actions and try to deceive yourself into thinking that they're telling you the truth? It does not matter. Same thing with trolls. I talked about trolls a little bit ago. Same thing with trolls. They're going to try to divide your thoughts and justify their actions by saying what they do in hopes that you won't look into this. Okay, and the same thing with politicians. Same thing with paid provocateurs. You can go out and protest and you'll see these jackasses all over the place. And they stick out like a sore thumb, and you know it. But you're so caught up in the emotion of protesting, of civil disobedience, that you fail to see who's behind you or beside you. You fail to vet the people that are there. So, I don't know, folks. I mean, you can do whatever you want. You can handle anything you want, because I know you're intelligent enough to do this. I know you are intelligent enough to see what's going on. I know this. At least I hope you are. And all I ask is that you use your gift of discernment to see what is going on. You don't know what that is? Go look it up. Gift of discernment. What it is your intuition is telling you something's wrong. And that quote-unquote gut feeling you have that something's wrong, that's 100% correct. Listen to it all the time. Check it out, Free America Radio at .us, Free America Radio at USA.com. And come join me on the views expressed live today at 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern on Free America Radio Network at freeamericaradio.us.
And will, to the best of my ability,
preserve, protect, and defend
preserve, protect, and defend
the Constitution of the United States.
the Constitution of the United States.
So help you God.
So help me God.
Damn politicians. My mother always told me this country would be screwed if the liberals had their way. The only sanity I get is when I listen to Jeff Wagner on The Conservative Voice, only on the Conservative Radio Network.
Hey folks, I'm back. I know I still got the sniffles, getting over this crap. Need some more tea. But anyway, what I want to do is I want to get into a bit of information prior to the next break and kind of fill you in on what's happening. Excuse me. In California, they are now opening up a department close to the southern border of California for all the illegal aliens. By the way, it's backdoor amnesty, folks. They're doing this to let the illegal aliens in to take your jobs. Period. End of sentence. Done. See, I'm all plugged up. I don't care what you have to say about this. I just wanted to put that in there as a preference because I know exactly where you're coming from. I understand what it is and how people feel about comprehensive immigration reform. One word, folks, amnesty. That's what comprehensive immigration reform is. And if you're for it, you are not a friend of Free America Radio Network, and you need to pack your crap and get the hell out of my country. I'm an American citizen, born and raised here, worked my ass off and for what I have, and I tell you this right now. If you are more... If you want to kiss the butt of every single liberal and get what you want and get free stuff, pack your crap, go to China or Russia or Mexico, and be done with America. Because I'm telling you right now, for the past 30 some odd years, I have watched people sit there and scam the system for whatever it is they wanted. They're not going to get up off their butt to go to work. They're not going to get up off their butt to try to develop a company on their own. Guess what? You don't deserve to take my tax money and sit on your ass. That's just the way it is. Now, I don't give a crap what you think in that regard because you're wrong. I've seen it. The documents prove it. You can go out there and look at the public records and you will see it. I have done my research on this. I'm done with stupid people telling me that I'm wrong. And if you can't do something about it, then you are the problem. Period. End of sentence. Now let me go to this direction. There are people out there who are on Social Security disability, retirement, or they're in their 50s, 60s, or 70s, and they're on retirement, but Social Security, and they're retired, but they still work, and they still get government benefits. I'm okay with that, but I'm not okay with, somebody down the road in some bad part of the neighborhood scamming the system, taking my tax dollars so that they can go deal drugs and do whatever it is they want to do and not work. Yes, the majority of people, and it's on record, you can go look this up. I'm not just talking out of the side of my face here, okay? You can go look this up. The records show that in California alone, upwards to 62 to 65% of the people on government assistance live in bad neighborhoods, and a percentage of those people the percentage of the 62 to 65%, deal drugs, are involved in criminal activity, all of that. And they get government subsidies. Doesn't matter if they're white, black, Asian, Mexican, doesn't matter. That is a statistic that you can go look up. If I'm wrong about that, please let me know. If I've overlooked a few things, please let me know. freeamericaradio@usa.com. freeamericaradio@usa.com. I'm okay for you giving me information. I'm okay with that. I'm fine with that. If I'm wrong, I admit that I'm wrong. If I'm not, then I stand by what I say. I'm okay with that. What about you? You okay with that? Good. Email me. freeamericaradio@usa.com. freeamericaradio@usa.com. Now, for those people that are retired, living on Social Security, but working part-time jobs and all that, because Social Security ain't going to pay you enough to really take care of yourself unless you are on some type of housing assistance or some type of, food program. You know this, okay? For those people that are on it, here's the problem that they face. This Affordable Care Act is far from being affordable, and they don't care whether or not it is affordable. Those people in Washington, D.C. that created this, and all of the people that put this together. Now, here's a problem, and the problem is very, very simple to solve. Repeal the ACA. Repeal Obamacare. I don't want to call it Obamacare. It's the Affordable Care Act. That's what it is. So let's call it that, the Affordable Care Act. Repeal all of it. Not we gotta, get this mandate and put this off. No. Repeal the whole damn thing. Okay? It's a piece of crap that doesn't work. Get it out of here. More states have just dumped it than anything else. Okay? More states are implementing and invoking the 10th Amendment of the Bill of Rights and saying, because we are a separate state, because we are who we are going to nullify the NDA, nullify Obamacare or the ACA, nullify this, because they know that the government is in this power-crazed overreach. And they understand this. And the states understand this. And they know what is coming down the line if they continue to buy into what Washington, D.C. is selling. And it's just not worth the headache anymore. Okay? So we've got that going on. And we've got the illegal aliens. That's what they are. They're illegal. They're criminals. They're illegal aliens. Period. End of sentence. That's done. Done. They're illegal aliens. They should not be here. We need to round them up, send them back home, put them in the back of the line. They want to come here. They do it right. Do it the right way. If not, go home. That's the way well, you're racist. No, I'm not. I'm a realist. I sure as hell ain't going to go to Canada and just live off the system up there, am I? I'm not going to go to Denmark or Switzerland or England or Russia or China or anything and live off of the system just because, I'm illegal. No. You want to come to this country, you do it legally. Get in the back of the line, and when you cross that line and become a citizen, I'll shake your hand and I'll buy you a drink. How's that? You do it illegally, I'm going to have your ass thrown in jail and deported. It's just the way it is. Well, 6 weeks later, they're going to come back anyway. Yeah, and then we'll rearrest them and keep throwing them back over. You do it the right way. But see, here's the problem. Forget all that. Forget all of it. Forget it all. The liberals in California want that state to collapse, period. Why? Because they're allowing the borders to be open. They're allowing the illegal aliens to come in. They're making offices. building offices or having offices opening up on the southern border of California for the illegal aliens to come in, to get driver's license, to get whatever, and just, it's backdoor amnesty. Okay? Since the federal government is not going to come out and say, well, we're just going to open the borders and just let everybody in. They're not going to say that because they know that you and I, the decent American born and bred citizens of the United States of America, will get all pissed off and say, no, that's not going to happen. So they're going to do it, secretly, and they're going to do it, behind our backs. Well, we need to get rid of these politicians. You know what needs to collapse? Washington, D.C. We need to cut it off and throw it in the Atlantic. Okay? That 10 square mile piece of land can be used for something else. We need to get rid of Washington, D.C. as a whole. We need to get rid of the politicians specifically, and we need to get people in there that know what the hell they're doing and repeal all of these unconstitutional laws. Stand on the Constitution, stand on the Bill of Rights, and you've got my vote. If not, get the hell out of my country. I'll be back right after this.
Hi everybody, my name is Lady Spitfire. I am a DJ out of Northeast PA. I run a show called Livewire with Lady Spitfire. You can check out my show at www.livewirewithladyspitfire.com, where we promote nothing but the best indie music, artists, and bands worldwide. Can't wait to see you soon.
Hey folks, I'm back. I get a little riled up. A little pissed off, a little riled up, a little mad, little things going on. Don't even get me started on Sharia law. Okay? Just don't even get me started. But anyway, hey, I talked about Harry Reid. I talked about what was going on with all of just, oh my God. Just, I mean, it's incredible. It is incredible. I want to say this, and I want to make this very, very, very clear. Okay? Very clear. I love my dogs and cats. We don't have any right now because of where we live, and that's fine because, we're looking to, get a different place where we can have dogs and cats. But I grew up with dogs and I grew up with cats. And I'm pretty sure there's a lot of you animal lovers out there that have dogs and cats and enjoy their company and play with them and really would do anything for them, just like your own children. You would protect them and keep them safe and all of that. I'm going to say this, and I know that I'm going to piss some people off, and frankly, I don't give a crap, because here's why. Anybody that trains pit bulls to attack or in a ring to fight, or anybody that treats any dog, German Shepherd, Shih Tzu, Siberian Husky, whatever, anybody that treats a dog badly, that hangs them, cuts them, guts them, whatever. I don't mean to get gross, but you've seen the pictures. I will say this. They are psychopathic, brainless, soulless, unsympathetic people that I put into the same category as Ted Kaczynski, the Iceman, Ted Bundy, Son of Sam, Ramirez guy, all the serial murderers and serial rapists on the planet. These people are the most pathetic, soulless, unsympathetic people you will ever meet. Okay? Anybody that hurts an animal, hurts a dog or a cat specifically, is brainless and has absolutely no heart for the living. If you look back at some of the serial killers, such as John Wayne Gacy, Ted Kaczynski, many, many others, you will see that they hurt animals in the beginning. And they thought it gave them a rush of some sort. Go look at the profile of a serial killer. Name one. Go to startpage.com. Whatever serial killer you can remember, put their name in that search engine and look at their profile. I can guess right now that in some part of that profile and that outline and that overview, you're going to see that they have hurt animals when they were younger. Okay? So anybody that is anywhere near me and I see or hear that they've hurt a dog or a cat, they're going to meet their maker. Or I'm going to make it so where they wish they would go and see their maker. Because I'm an animal activist. Dog, cats, domestic animals, that kind of thing. And you either treat them with respect because they have a soul and they have emotions just like you and I, or you are no better than a freaking serial killer. You understand me? And they all need to be, and I just saw something in the news, or not in the mainstream news, but on an alternative site that said that the laws have been passed that now animal abuse to dogs and cats, whatever, is now considered a felony. Good. Send their measly little brainless, soulless bodies to prison. Well, that means you're going to have to pay for them through your tax dollars, and they're going to have 3 square meals a day and a cot to lay on, and they're not, blah, 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 blah. I would rather have them in jail than staring me in the face. Because if they stood in front of me and I knew they hurt animals, I would not be responsible for blacking out and doing something very, very bad to these people. Okay? Now, I know that sounds really, oh, he's a tough guy, he's this. No. Let me ask you parents something very, very serious. If someone, say you were walking around the mall, say you were there shopping, you and your husband, you and your wife, you had your kids with you, you had your youngest child with you, and say somebody walked up and just snatched your child right out in front of you. Would you not be the responsible parent and chase that SOB down and kick his ass? Or detain him in some way to where the authorities would get there and have him taken away? Because if it was your child, you would beat that SOB within an inch of their life, wouldn't you? This is exactly how I feel about dogs and cats. You hurt them, I will hurt you. You don't like that? I don't care. Got it? Now, I know somebody may listen to this and call, somebody and say, well, he sounds like he's homicidal. He's going to kill people. No. Let me clarify for you specifically. There are people out there who have no children and who have animals, 2 or 3 dogs, a couple of cats, a couple of birds, some snakes maybe, they got exotic pets. Anybody that comes and hurts them, that's their 4-legged furry children, and they're going to do everything they can to stop them from hurting them. Much like you parents out there would do anything you could within your capabilities to stop someone from hurting your children. Do I make myself clear? Okay? It's that simple. Okay? I am glad that the laws are for the animals, that anyone who is convicted of animal abuse is now convicted and charged with a felony of animal abuse. I am so glad, because that keeps me from going out and doing any harm to these soulless SOBs. Okay? The law is there to protect them, but also it's there to prosecute them for their actions. Okay? Because I know you animal lovers out there would just love to go out and hurt these people that hurt animals. I understand this. But let's let the law work for what it is, if it works at all. Okay? So the laws are there to do what they have to do to hold these people accountable. So I will do what I have to do to support that law. Okay? So let's see where that goes from there. Okay? But again, parents, if somebody hurt your children, you would go out of your flippin' minds and you would do everything you could to protect your children, wouldn't you? Same thing with those parents of 4-legged furry children. I'm just saying, okay? So I'll be back right after this. What we see is not always the truth. Lies, deceit, cover-ups. This is the world we live in. It is not reality. It is distorted reality. Distorted Reality with Nick Tucker. Listen to the Diana and Wayne's Grab Bag Potpourri Talk Show, Friday nights at 8 p.m. Pacific, 11 p.m. Eastern, right here on Spreaker.com. Good day, good day, good day, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are on all parts of this planet we call Earth. Welcome to the Wayne S. Pierce Show podcast. I'm usually live. I decided not to do a live show today. Just so much to catch up on and everything. I want to clarify a couple of things. First of all, considering I'm an animal activist and I love my dogs and I love my cats and all of that, and I know that some of the things I say are harsh and could be considered to be, quote unquote, what's the word I'm looking for? In other words, a lot of the things I say are harsh, but let me verify and clarify this. I may think it and want to do it, but I will never get to that point unless I am pushed to the very limit. unless I'm pushed to the very limit, I would never harm another human being, period. Unless I am pushed to the very limit. And what do I mean by that? Well, I like to use metaphors. If you're walking along a path, and the path is pretty wide, and there's no real way that you could hurt yourself, fall down, go down the side of a mountain, whatever. If it's that wide, you're good, you're fine, you're cool, it's okay, you're safe. But then the path gets a little thinner, a little narrower, and then what you're doing is you're walking very slowly, on this little, 12-inch, maybe 14-inch wide path, and you're, kind of looking down at the hill, and you're like looking ahead going, I hope I don't fall. That is where I'm at. Now, I know for a fact that the laws protect me and protect other people, and that's fine, but they also are there to hold other people accountable. So therefore, I would not do anything that would purposely put me in a position to where I would have to be prosecuted or defended for my actions. Okay? That's the smart way of doing things. I would never purposely do this, okay? Well, I'm not the aggressor. I'm not someone who goes out of their way to, push somebody over the cliff because, that's just wrong, okay? But I do have the legal constitutional right to protect myself and anyone that I see fit if their lives are in danger. And that is my own life, my family's life, even the furry family members that I have, furry four-legged family members. So, you have a right to take care of yourself. You have a right to protect yourself. You have a right to do what you have to do all of that. So, I wanted to verify and clarify that. I would not purposely go out and hurt someone unless they were about to hurt me or my family. Okay? Just want to verify and clarify that. Don't want anybody knocking on my door going, well, I heard, you were heard to say, let me clarify that for you. Yeah, I'm more than happy to talk to people. Of course I am. Here's why I said this. A couple hours later, I would be out of the office and on my way. So, but you animal lovers out there know exactly what I'm talking about. So anyway, I wanted to verify and clarify that. Just clearing the air, as it were. Okay? I just want to make sure that you know where I'm coming from and why I say that. Okay? Just making sure. So, you can come check out the Views Expressed live, 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern, on freeamericaradio.us. You can come check out the Wayne S. Pierce Show on the WayneSPierceShow.weebly.com site. And you can, hopefully tonight, if things don't change, and I will let you know if they do, you can come check out Diana and Wayne's Grab Bag Potpourri talk show tonight. I don't know what we're going to talk about, but it's at 8 p.m. Pacific, 11 p.m. Eastern. You can go to grabbagshow.weebly.com for more information. I haven't updated the site in a while, so hopefully we can do something tonight. I know that Diana has something on her mind as well. I know I'll probably talk about, animal abuse as well because I'm sick and tired of it. So, by the way, speaking of which, anybody... I know that people on my Facebook page would just love to post pictures like that to make people aware of what's going on. I'm done with you. Don't put those pictures up there. I will delete them off of my page. And if you continue to do that, I will delete you off of my friends list. It doesn't matter to me. It emotionally gets to me when I see an animal hurt. I don't care if it's a dog, cat, horse, camel, whatever. It doesn't, giraffe, elephant, It hurts. Okay? So I'm just telling you, all my friends on Facebook, hello, don't put that crap on my page. I'm going to delete it. And if you insist on putting it up there to make people aware of what's going on, I'm going to delete you from my friends list. I don't care if we've been friends on Facebook for a couple of years. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter to me. You don't follow my rules, you're gone. It's just the way it is. If it's on the main feed, I can just, do something else. But, on my particular page, don't put it on there. Oh, jeez. What else, folks? We're going to take off here in a little bit. I wanted to get into another subject. You can go to Free America Radio on Facebook, Free America Radio on Facebook, and check out some of the stuff I have on there as well that I'll be talking about on the Views Expressed live today at 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern. It's just... ReadyChimp.com. Man illegally arrested at unlawful driver's license checkpoint. Yes, they're now doing that, folks. Unlawful checkpoints. Nick Tucker from Distorted Reality with Nick Tucker on Facebook. He says, this is what I say on my show. People want to blame the fake Democratic Party and want a fake Republican Party in D.C. Then when it happens, they complain they want the Democrats back. Wake up and understand the true problem and the powers that be. Let me read this. This is from Wake Up America on Facebook as well. How did we get in our current situation? Here's how. When the Democrats showed their true colors, you got angry and elected Republicans. When the Republicans showed their true colors, you got angry and elected Democrats. When anyone suggested to you that both parties were corrupt and that neither side were looking out for your interest, you acted like they were crazy. But the real definition of crazy is doing the same thing over and over again, hoping for a different result. There you go. Go check out Knights of Truth, Cutting the Matrix False Illusion on Facebook. But just go to Free America Radio and click on the link if you like. Free America Radio on Facebook. Operation Paperclip. Go to startpage.com, punch that in. From 1945 to 1955, Operation Paperclip granted nearly 1,000 German scientists American citizenship. Many had been longtime members of the Nazi Party and the Gestapo and had conducted experiments on humans at concentration camps and committed other war crimes. The scientists ended up in the U.S. military-industrial complex, worked with the CIA, NASA, and more. One of the Nazi experiments that continued in America was mind control, known as the CIA's Project MK Ultra. I'm not lying to you, folks. It's right there. Also, stopthepirates.blogspot.com. Your debt is prepaid. Go look at that one. California opening up new DMV office for illegal aliens only. Told you that at the top of the show. TopRightNews.com has that article. Also, you might want to check out 2045.com, 2045 Initiative. Check out what the elites want to do. Yes, exactly. So anyway, folks, it's been fun, as always, to talk to you. I hope that I didn't upset anyone too badly, but I hope I made my point very succinctly. Okay? The Wayne S. Pierce Show usually is live Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 12 noon Pacific and 3 Eastern, but I decided to do a few podcasts this week because I got to catch up. I wasn't feeling well last week, so I took the whole week off, and now I'm trying to play catch up. You know how that is. So it's crazy around here, folks. Free America Radio Network, freeamericaradio.us. Please help Free America Radio Network get to the next level if you can. All right. Also go to Distorted Reality with Nick Tucker on Facebook as well. Help out Distorted Reality Network as well. distortedreality.podbean.com, and you can get all that information as well on freeamericaradio.us. Just click on the link that says Distorted Reality with Nick Tucker, and you can listen to his latest podcast. He's got another one coming up soon, and I will definitely have that on the website as well at freeamericaradio.us. If you have any questions, no question is off limits, folks. Ask me anything you like. If I don't know, I will tell you I don't know. It's simple as that. But if you are an animal activist, if you love your furry, four-legged family members, I want you to get a hold of me. freeamericaradio@usa.com. freeamericaradio@usa.com. If you are part of an organization that supports animal rights, I want you to send that information. I will post it up on the website at freeamericaradio.us. And if you want to be a guest on my show, please email me. I would love to hear from some animal activists as well. freeamericaradio@usa.com is the address to, email all that information to. And, folks, I don't know what else to say. It's a short podcast today and obviously not live, but I wanted you to be aware of basically how I feel on certain issues. And, of course, I share with you what's going on in the news. I just had to get a couple of things off my chest, and I want to thank you for listening to me and being a part of my rant. So let me clarify a few things for you right now. First of all, politicians lie through their teeth. Don't listen to any of them because they lie through their teeth. And I would never, ever, 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 ever go out of my way to hurt any human being whatsoever for any reason whatsoever unless they attack me. Then it is my God-given right to protect myself, my family, including my furry four-legged family members, and that's just the way it is. I'm sure you would do the same. Please email me at freeamericaradio@usa.com. Again, ask me anything you like. No question is off limits. If I don't know, I'll tell you I don't know. I don't mind that. If I've overlooked something, please share with me some additional information. freeamericaradio@usa.com. Go to freeamericaradio.us, check out the site, go to the store. I'm going to update the page, and so stay tuned, folks. There's more coming down the line. I mean, seriously, there's a lot coming down the line. What I want to play right now is, I've spent so much time talking here in the last few minutes that I don't have time to play what I wanted to play, but come to the views expressed live today at 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern, and I will play for you a warning. A warning. Yes. So please check it out. I like playing it. I've played it before. Also, for those that are looking for older shows from last year on my Spreaker page, I've deleted a bunch of shows because I was running out of space on on my page. So basically, if you have any questions, concerns, comments, please email them. I would love to hear from you. freeamericaradio@usa.com. freeamericaradio@usa.com. If you're on the Spreaker page, no trolls or I will ban you. That's just the way it is. That's just the way it is. No trolls or I will ban you. Same thing on my Facebook page. You start getting wild and contradictory to anything I say, you are off the list, and that's just the way it is. So, you don't like the way I do things, then, well, that's not my problem, is it? I'm very straightforward. Mama didn't raise no fool. I got something to say, I better prove it. You want to contradict anything I say, the burden of proof is on you, therefore you have to prove yourself right. You can't handle that? Well, have a nice day, enjoy. You know what I mean? So anyway, Go to freeamericaradio.us for more information. Email me at freeamericaradio@usa.com. If you want to send me information that you don't want anyone else to know about because you know they're tracking your email, send it to freeamericaradio@unseen.is, freeamericaradio@unseen.is. You might want to check out that site too, www.unseen.is. Go check that out. You just might like it. Everything's incorporated in there. Go check it out. But that's www.unseen.is. And folks, I really have run out of things to talk about. Oh, wait. Go check out Distorted Reality with Nick Tucker on Facebook, distortedreality.podbean.com, or go to freeamericaradio.us for the link. Anyway, I'm going to get out of here, folks. Enjoy your weekend, enjoy your Friday, and remember this. This is the Free America Radio Network, where we share the truth, one fact at a time.